Welcome back to Mid-American Eats. We're gonna start working on our next dish, the roasted corn and tomato salsa, all right? So let's get started on that. We got some sweet corn here. I got right here from Illinois. Beautiful things here. Look at them. You wanna make sure that the kernels are firm before you start dealing with it. This is calico, they might refer to it as, or super sweet. Delicious nonetheless. What I wanna do is I wanna take off the end here, right? And it's a little stubborn sometimes, but I want to give it a nice sturdy base to go ahead and cut off of. So I can remove that one. You want to be really careful with your knife, okay? We're gonna use a blowtorch today, fire, one of my favorite things. And how we remove this is we just go right down it, right? Turn it, right down again. Making sure we're getting close to the husk, but not getting any of the husk. All right? Oh, look at that, nice. Beautiful, that one can go right in the garbage. I'll tell you what, when sweet corn's in season, we have it about every other week in my house. And there's 1.5 million different ways to go ahead and do sweet corn. I love it. I like to make a little extra of this salsa. I'll put it in the fridge, chill it. You know, and I'm using the terminology salsa. You know, there's a lot of different kinds of salsa. There can be pureed salsas, chunky salsas like pico de gallo. This one is pretty basic. It's used a little bit of fusion. Instead of using lime juice, I'm going to use a little bit of red wine vinegar in it, a little olive oil. Really nice for the steak. All right. Let's get all wiped up here. What I want to do is I want to break up these kernels. Nice and broke up. We're not technically cooking this, okay? We're just roasting it real quick. I want to leave a little crunch to it. Add some texture to the dish. Oh, so good. I got some tomatoes over here. Just came out of the garden. Beautiful, beautiful tomatoes. Nice, sweet little grapes, they refer to them as. Very tasty, though. Very, very good. You know, very balanced on the acidity part of it. And that's important with the tomato. If you're working with a tomato, you want to be able to balance the acidity from it. Let me get a little wipe down here. Oh, got a little corn there. All I'm going to do with these, right? Right down the center, right over into the corn. Oh, there's nothing better than a Midwestern tomato. Take your time cutting them. I leave the seeds right in. If you wanted to go ahead and take the seeds out of a larger tomato and dice it, you can. Not me, though. Mother Nature provided great flavor there, and I like to utilize it. Just a few more here, and we're good to go. So then, what I want to do is I want to kind of shake them even down into the pan, okay? Get everything distributed evenly. And I've said it before, we want to make sure we season our food, right? A little bit of that chef salt, right? I like to take a little drizzle of some olive oil, extra virgin. We're going to mix it up, make sure everything's evenly coated. And here comes the fun part. We're going to go ahead and roast them. Now you notice I got a red pepper over here, red bell pepper. I'm not going to roast it, believe it or not. I want to add some crunch, like I said, and texture with all the vegetables here. Just do a nice even toast all over it. You can hear it popping and cracking. Some people might call this burnt. It's not burnt, this is roasted. This is fire roasted. If you want to go ahead and use a grate, oh, lost our fire. If you want to use a grate on your grill outside, you can do that. I like doing this inside. Make sure you get your tomatoes too. Oh, this smells so wonderful. It smells like a fall day. When you roasted corn, it goes ahead and it brings out the sweetness also, as if you could make sweet corn any sweeter. It gives it some depth. Hits all the notes. Making sure that we hit everything evenly. Coming back and forth. Hitting the outside of the skin of those tomatoes. Oh, this is just one of my favorite dishes. And like I said, we're not going to really, quote unquote, cook this corn. We're just roasting the outside of it. It has a different flavor if you don't boil it or steam it. So, here we go. Let's get this last corners all around. What I want to do is I want to transfer this to a bowl, okay? Bring this right over. Just using my hands right here. Getting everything right out of there, right into that corner. Now there's some of the corn that's not roasted. It's going to balance out the dish. Place that right there. Hands a quick wipe here. Next, the almighty red bell pepper. Just going to cut some planks right off of it. And then when you get to the inside of the bell pepper, you can actually see where the pith is. So I'm going to run my knife right down here. Right? Take that end off. Waste not, want not. These are at their premium this time of year. Loving it. I just want to take that pith out. Whatever you missed when you're cutting it. Just set that to the side. And we're going to give it a nice dice, right? This is so ripe right now. Sugars are going to be premium in it. When I was young, my grandfather and my great uncle had a farm, and they would grow these bell peppers. And out in the garage, we always kept a salt shaker with a little rice in it so the humidity didn't get to it, and a pepper shaker. And we'd take them right out of the garden, right over the garden hose, and rinse them off and eat them just like an apple. All right. That nice crunch still. So there we are. So we're going to transfer this right over. Let's make sure there's no seeds in there though. Right over, right into our salsa here. Okay. Just wipe my board down a little bit here. Then, a little Italian flat parsley. Bring some earthiness to this. Give it some floral notes. I like using it. Parsley's not just to decorate plates. It's for flavor too. I like to do a little rustic cut with it. Keep it rough, you know. You don't need to be mincing it real fine. This, you can smell it when you chop it. It just smells so good. Right into the salsa here. Let me put my knife to the side here. Again, a little wipe down. I like to keep organized when I'm cooking. Right off into the garbage. There we are. So we're going to bring this up. Now it's time to dress this, right? What I'm going to do is a little red wine vinegar again. Just a little drizzle, okay? We want this to be really delicate. A little olive oil. Okay. A little salt and pepper. Remember, we want to season everything. And then I got a little bit of cumin, okay? Very careful with the cumin. This stuff can be very powerful. Just a nice light dusting of that. Go ahead and toss it all together. And there you have it. There's our roasted corn and tomato salsa. Next, I'm going to go over and I'm going to get these steaks out. We're going to do a little plate up here. So, put these to the side. Oh, those are perfectly done. Beautiful steaks. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. There's that touch. Nice medium steak. Okay? I like to use the long plates here. What we're going to do is a simple stack here, right? Right there. We're going to lean this one up against it. There. And lean that one right there. Put this to the side for now. And here we go. Oh, I can't wait to taste this. Nice rustic dish. Doesn't get much more Midwest than this, I'll tell you that. Beautiful plate. Make sure we're getting it all the way around. Plenty there. Again, I make extra because I like putting this in the refrigerator, let it macerate or marinate overnight, and have a little corn chip or pita chip with it. Straighten everything up here. Oh, how does that look? So there we are. Grass-fed filet mignon right here from Illinois with our roasted corn and tomato salsa. When we come back, we're gonna make a fun drink. We're gonna do a little blueberry syrup. We're gonna make a lemon and Michigan blueberry shake-up. So don't go anywhere and join us back here at Mid-American Eats.